This tutorial will cover post-production, which is how to edit your movie. So the first thing you need to do is we need to bring it into iMovie. So you're going to press the box with the arrow pointing up and you're going to select Export Movie. And then when this window pops up, swipe around until you get to Copy to iMovie. It'll take about a minute or so once you select 1080p and then share. It'll take about a minute or so for it to export it into iMovie, and it's actually going to open up iMovie by itself for us, so we don't have to do anything. So let's wait a second for that. Alrighty, so you can see it's opening up iMovie for me. It's even going to create a new project for me, and it's going to import all of my clips into that project, which is amazing. Now for the first run through our edit, what we're going to do is we're going to do our voiceovers. So there's a little microphone here on the left. Tap on that microphone, and you'll see it's ready to record. When you tap record, it's going to count down 3, 2, 1. Now what you do want to know that you're at the start of where you want your recording to begin. So I want my recording to begin at the very first frame in my film, so I'm going to go ahead and hit record. This is going to be a sound effect using my voice. Alright, now when I am done with it, view so I can listen to it, and if I'm happy with it, I can press accept. Now, if I want to move this little recording around, you can see here it is underneath my film. I'm going to tap on that recording. If I hold my finger onto it, I can now move it over wherever I would like to. So I like this recording, and I would like it to actually go throughout my whole movie because it's supposed to sound like the wind. So I've tapped on it, and I'm going to select duplicate. You can see it's automatically just put it in line with the other one. So I'm going to have to hold my finger down on that to move it over. And now hopefully that'll go throughout my whole movie. Now let's go ahead and start adding some actual talking for our sound effect. So right about here, he starts to realize that he's in the sky and freak out. So I'm going to tap here we go. Well, I'm in the clouds. Oh no, what's going on here? Well, I'm in the clouds! Ah! Alright, so that wasn't perfect, but you get the idea, and again, you can move that recording. Once you've hit accept, you can move that recording wherever it is that you want it to go. And you're going to keep going through your whole film until you have finished doing all of your voiceovers. Alright, one more thing I want to show you is what if you need to edit a certain portion of your film to slow it down, speed it up, or you just need to repeat a certain element of your film. What you're going to do is find the beginning of where you want to edit, and you're going to, you're going to tap on that, and you've got the actions down at the bottom. Here you're going to select split. This has now split these two clips. I'm going to go ahead and find the end of, let's see, the talking, in case I needed to multiply the talking. And it's about there. And I'm going to tap again, and I'm going to select split again. All right, now I've got this standalone clip. If I want to now, I can duplicate it. I can also change the speed of it. So let's say I wanted it to be, slow-mo talking. It was too fast, or I needed to speed it up. I can change it that way as well. So even though you may not have taken enough frames for whatever it is that you're trying to do, you can adjust it in iMovie. Any sound effects that you're not going to do with your voice, if you tap on audio here, you can click on sound effects and you can try out some of the different ones that come with iMovie. Some of these might be helpful, some of them may not. Once you find the one that you like, you're going to go ahead and tap on it. Let's say right here, I'm going to do, I'll do the jet flyby, perfect. Alright, now it's much longer than my actual clip. Now I do know I need to move it over a little because my character hears the jet coming. And then I can tap on it, and I can also just trim it down. Once I finish adding lots of sound effects, I can go ahead and I can add some theme music to my background. So these are all just very basic ones. You don't have to add them if you don't want to. I'll just choose simple, and I'll put that in throughout my whole film. Alright, so the last thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to add a title at the beginning of our film. So in order to do that, we're going to need some sort of image that we want to be underneath the title at the beginning of the film. So you're going to want to go ahead into Safari and just download something that you think is going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and choose just a black screen. Alright, so my black page is now saved into the camera roll on my iPad. I'm going to go back into iMovie. I'm going to select Photos and choose that black frame. And there it is. It threw it in right at the beginning of my movie because that's where my little cursor was. Now I'm going to tap on that frame, and at the bottom I'm going to select Titles. Now I have the option of putting in whatever is going to be my title, and I can go ahead and type my text. All right, let's say your film is done. It's now time to export it and send it to me. So you're going to select Done. You are going to make sure that your movie is titled the name of your group members. All right, that's good enough. And then you're going to add it to your Google Drive. So in order to do that, you're going to press the box with the arrow pointing up, and you're going to click Save Video. Save it as 1080p. Give it a minute for it to export. That's going to save it into your camera roll, and then I'm going to show you how to get it from your camera roll into Google Drive. Okay, so in order to send it to your Google Drive, you first need to open the Drive app. On the iPad, it does have the option of having multiple accounts open at the same time. So when you open the Drive app, it's probably going to open with someone else's account. What you want to do is press those lines on the corner there and use the little arrow pointing down to click Manage Accounts, and then you can go ahead and add your own account. If you have the time and you can select Manage, you can remove some of the accounts that aren't yours, that don't actually need to be saved on the iPad. But when you're ready, you select Add Account and you enter of course, your school information. And then what you're going to do is tap on the plus on the bottom right corner, select Upload, select Photos and Videos, allow it to access your drive if it asks for it, and then you go into your camera roll and you add your film. Once your film has uploaded, you're then going to share it with me. Once your movie has uploaded into your Google Drive, you can find it by going to Recent, and it will be the most recent thing. And there it is. That's my film called 1080p. I'm going to tap on the ... Then please select Rename and change the title of your movie to your class and your group number. I'm going to select Add People. And this is where I'm going to go ahead, or you're going to go ahead and invite Miss Albert to be shared to access your film so that I can present it for the art show. That's it.